Welcome back to our channel, The Historical Records. The Battle of South Mountain, a pivotal engagement in the American Civil War, unfolded on September 14, 1862, in the rugged landscape of Maryland. This clash between Union and Confederate forces marked a critical juncture in the war, occurring just days before the momentous Battle of Antietam. As the summer of 1862 gave way to early autumn, the war had taken a dramatic turn. Confederate General Robert E. Lee, fresh off his stunning victory at the Second Battle of Bull Run in late August, decided to invade the North in an attempt to gain foreign recognition and supplies, as well as bolster the sagging morale of his troops. His daring offensive, known as the Maryland Campaign, brought his Army of Northern Virginia across the Potomac River and into Maryland. On the other side, Union forces, commanded by Major General George B. McClellan, were determined to intercept and thwart Lee's invasion. The two armies converged in the shadow of the South Mountain Range, a series of steep and rocky ridges that presented a formidable natural barrier. The Union Army's objective was clear: to prevent Lee from reaching the strategically important city of Harper's Ferry, while the Confederate Army sought to hold the passes through South Mountain, buying time for the rest of their forces to concentrate in Maryland. The battle began when Union forces attacked Confederate positions at several key mountain passes, including Crampton's Gap, Fox's Gap, and Turner's Gap. The fighting was fierce and often hand-to-hand, as soldiers scrambled over rocky terrain and into the dense woods that cloaked the mountain slopes. The roar of artillery and the crack of musketry echoed through the narrow valleys, creating a deafening cacophony. At Crampton's Gap, Union soldiers managed to break through the Confederate defenses, while at Fox's Gap, General Jesse Reno led his men in a valiant assault. Turner's Gap, however, was the most fiercely contested, as Confederate General D.H. Hill stubbornly defended the pass against repeated Union attacks. By day's end, the Union forces had successfully seized control of Turner's and Fox's Gaps, while Confederate forces withdrew from Crampton's Gap. Although the battle was a Union victory, it came at a high cost, with thousands of casualties on both sides. The Battle of South Mountain, while not as well known as Antietam, had significant implications. It delayed Lee's advance, giving McClellan's army a chance to regroup and allowing time for Union reinforcements to arrive. This, in turn, set the stage for the even larger and bloodier Battle of Antietam. Just 3 days later, South Mountain became a symbol of the tenacity and courage displayed by both Union and Confederate soldiers in their struggle for control of the nation. It was a prelude to the Battle of Antietam, a battle that would ultimately halt Lee's invasion and lead to important diplomatic developments on the international stage, marking a turning point in the American Civil War. Thanks for watching. Stay safe.